Hello and welcome to Rapid Pixel Racing Season 7, Round 2 here in Austria. I'm your host Dixie Hobo and we are in for some good racing as we're on board now with Scotty Harris. And for those that don't know, obviously this is the second race and you're watching the no assist here. Completely no assist, no racing line, no nothing. These are the cream of the crop of sim racers. And I'll quickly run through this with the stand-ins very shortly. Hi there, Rob. Welcome. Good luck today. Qualifying ban for you. What did you do, James? So that's why you're not on track. Boo. What did he do? What did he do? He's fucking done something. It's fucking what he has. Alright, season standings. Anyway, let's get on with season standings on GP1. Hi, Mrs. Carl, or Mrs. Moyland. How are you? Mrs. C. Anyway, so one race. Only one thing to do. This is really loud in my ear. Guys, if I'm like being overwhelmed by the car, let me know. Because that was really loud. Johnny Stokes is leading the championship with 25 points. Avi is in second with 15. Moreland in third with 13. Obviously with the fastest lap as well in the last race. James Owers in fourth with 10. Mr. Carl, is in fifth. Amazing for Mr. Carl. So Mrs. Carl, how was his treat? Did Carl get a good treat? With 8 points, 8 solid points. Neles with 6 with 6 points, nice and easy. Speedy in 7th with 4. GDC in 8th with 2. Erez in 9th with 1. Something's missing there. And then in joint 10th is everyone else. But only 9 finishes last race. Okay, 9 finishes last race. I can't even remember. Just a week ago, I can't remember. What does to your stand-ins for teams? Mercedes are leading with 32 with Moyland and El Stefano. Johnny Stokes is in second with Scotty Harris in the Alfa Romeo with 25 points. In the Ferrari we have Avi and Erez with 16 in third. In fourth we have the Alpine team of the Dutch facing James Al with 10 points. In the Alpha Tauri is in fifth with Al Udifa and Mr. Carl with 8 points. Haas are in 6th with Neles and Almighty Evan with 6 points. Red Bull are in 7th with 4 points, that's Dixie, Lulu and Speedy. In 8th is Williams with 2 points, that's Robson, Racer and GGC. And in joint 9th with no points is Aston Martin of Podzoja and Booker Bronco and McLaren and Chubb and Jack. And there we go. Now crucially, Jack is here today, so he'll be scoring some points, hopefully make up for the last race where he was not there. Let's check some messages quickly. He got a very good treat. I'm glad to hear it. Did he crucially get did the treat happen while he was wearing a DXT top? That's what I want to know. That is the big question. That is the big question. Just to rub it in his face a little bit, he's got one. You've got one and he hasn't. Not for any other reasons, obviously. Rear-ended Avi last week in turn 1. Oh, the naughty boy. This is really loud. Why is it so loud? Let me just check my settings. That is really loud in my ear. Oh, maybe because it's just me talking, isn't it? I can just turn it down, can't I? There's no one else to talk to. It's just me. That's why it's so loud. Okay, so a couple of times been set already. Johnny Stokes on 105.3. No, I don't. I don't believe you. Don't believe you. DXD Moylet in second with 15444. Rob's in third. Rob in third. Nice. Avi in fourth. So far, a couple of guys setting that time. So everyone on the soft. There's not even a point looking at tyres anymore because everyone is going to be on the soft tyre. Although it only takes one person to technically, actually, as James got qualifying ban, everyone is technically through. I don't think they have the frenzy rule here, so they are allowed to go out on inters, save some tyres and stuff for the next session. Snellers has gone round this year, the 128.0. That will see him safely through as long as they don't DNF. Chubb now crossing the line, going third fastest at a 105.6. Rob's got some pace, you know. Unless Avi's made a mistake somewhere, Rob's got some decent pace. Who else? We've got Jack on an outlap. Let's go and look at Jack in a lovely colour here. Short quality. Oh, come on. Boo! Short quality. Oh, is it a sprint race today? Oh, it's a sprint race. I forgot. It's the sprint race. Okay, so the format for the sprint race, they're going to do short quali. This is going to set their qualifying places for the sprint race. We're going to go into the sprint race, which is done by the game. So I think it's a roughly about 16 or so laps. It's enough for a no-stop strategy, so they can go on to beat the whole way through. There you go, 12 lap sprint. Then we've got a big 36 lap race. There we go. It would be helpful if it was labelled on the calendar. Just saying, like, you know, the TTFL, it's labelled very properly, you know. Also, rain for sprint and dry for race. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I'll actually, you know what? It's the first sprint race I'm commentating on, and I am looking forward to it. I want to see how it works. Obviously, we've got our own league. DXT have their own league, TTFL. Obviously, race on Fridays. If you don't know, do join. But obviously, we've penciled ours in. I think for like the six week. I think it is. Jack going fastest than 104.5, showing the rest of the lads where he's been. There you go. He's now back. Don't forget, guys, if you do like what you're hearing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. I'm up to 141 members. Ah! It is labelled on the... Shut up, Mrs. Cole. No, it's not. It ain't labelled on the attendance. It is. Shut up, Mrs. Cole. My fault. My fault. My fault. I'm tired. I've got a newborn screaming. Just had his jabs today. So he's been crying his eyes out. Just Joe's been disqualified. What's he done? What's he done? What did he do? I can't see what he did. What did Joe do? I guess that's him going around there in the on the blue dot, just ahead of us now, of Scotty. But what did he do? Anyone? What did he do? Shut up, Mrs. Cole! Oh, it's gone into the pit. I don't know what he's done. What did he do? Beautiful. I don't know where he even disqualified. Well, it wasn't even him, that was Lulu going around. Anyway, let's get on board with Scotty on his lap. We're going on board lap with him. Let's get rid of this this stuff and just watch an actual lap. Now this is here the hobo toe, as Scotty loves to refer it to. I give the best toes down this bit of track. Scotty should know firsthand. Makes that corner nicely, unlike he did on the hobo toe day. Into the DRS point, the second DRS point of the lap, technically. Going round, this is going on to turn 4 now. Heavy on the brakes, and then lift slightly up here. Keeping it into third, keeping the throttle going, very nicely done. And then round the quick section here, 2 quick left-handers. He's missed the apex completely there, probably rebridging the hobo toe. And again, around here on the left, avoiding the curve here on the right. Just there's a spin curve. You have to be very careful on that. He does it just nicely enough. Now keeps it in. Oh, just over 6th here for the penultimate. It's a bit wide. I think that's invalidation. I think. Let's have a look. No, he kept it on. It's not an improvement, no. Slower time. I'll probably have another go at it. Emo Vamp, welcome Chloe. First time watching. Hit the subscribe button. You are watching RPR with myself as the commentator. Got a slow goer with Neles in sector 3. I'm going to stay on board as Scotty goes on the hobo toe again. Let's have a look at some cinematic shots. Some beautiful cinematics here. Looking nice as he comes down into turn 4. Second time. We didn't say that the first time. Just saying. Oh, here we go. Now look who's fucking piped up. There we go. Fuck you, though. The DXT chicks are in today. As I like to call them, Hobo's Angels. Hobo's Angels are in. And there we go. So Scotty, I believe he's going to come into the pits. Be careful in the pit lane. They've got to keep to the white line here. Inside that white line, they're going to the pits. And he does that absolutely perfectly. There you go. Okay, so who are we going to board with now? Who's on a lap? Let's go on board with Jackson on an out lap. Chubb is there. Where is Moyland at? Moyland is on his lap there. There's a bit of traffic at the moment, actually, Moyland. The vehicle's out of the way there. I don't know who that was exactly, but they are out of the way. So it could be Williams. A little bit wide there from Moyland. He's 1/10 up. Very edgy on the throttle, Moylan, this year. He's had a couple of spins that had the cleanest of start so far in this game. Been saved by a couple of safety cars. Again, really wide there. That's not going to help his time. Probably going to go around again if he can, but yeah, it's not a very good time from him. 8/10 slower. A couple of mistakes there. I'm sure he could tighten up, but it's not really so much about this qualifying as it is short. It's more to do with the sprint race in a minute. Chubb's got up into second. Wow, Chubb has returned to form. Looks like the qualifying curse has been lifted as he gets a 105.0. Johnny Stokes now is on his lap, so can he try and attempt to beat that? There's just under 5 minutes to go in this session. Who else we got on board? Let's have a look. Jack is starting his lap, or finishing his lap. Fastest 104.3. Shaves another tenth off his time. GGC is a bit further away. We have a look with DXD Lulu. He's just about to start his lap now. That was 1 second slower, so he must have pulled out of that one. So in the Red Bull there. We have Mr. Carl still in the pits. Who else we got? Dutchman's in the pits. Avi's in the pits. Scotty's in the pits. We've still got plenty of time. See, we know James Dale's got the got that penalty. So we'll have a look and we'll go on board with Lulu. Very easy on the throttle there. There's low traction zone, so I don't really blame them. Don't forget these guys are racing with no assist, so nothing. He's lovely into there, keeps it into third. Runs a bit wide though, trying to avoid that curve a little bit. Don't want to spin there either. Now onto the fairly quick left-handers, keeps it in fifth, nicely controlled actually onto the curb. Misses the apex here slightly, and he could ride that a bit more I suppose, but it doesn't hit the apex just enough. And onto the fastest right on the track, keeps it in sixth and on the track. One more corner to navigate. Does it fairly nicely actually, quite nice. Should be an improvement here for him, and it is 7/10 up, and he's gone into 10th place. Very good, very, very good. We've got just behind him, Scotty's about to start his lap. We've got a spinner, and that's Rob. I have caught it, Rob. Rob has spun. Look how the mighty have fallen. He's now. Don't touch that board, boy. Yeah, good boy. No, no, touch it. Don't touch that board. You naughty Rob. Oh, no. Bad Rob. Rob, no. You motherfucker. Hope you break your wheel. That's your own. That is disgusting. Just because it's pink. Fucking abysmal. Anyway, on board with Lulu. He's actually gone up again. He's nearly 2 temps up. Can he tighten up where he needs to? He's still got enough fuel, but he's got no ERS. It could hurt him a little bit as he comes round. Let's have a look and see what his split time was. I didn't miss it. I missed it again. A bit of a cheeky overshoot there from Lulu to get him in trouble. Rob's going to come into the pits. Scotty's validated it. Avi's out on an out lap. Just about to start his lap now. We'll start with Mr. Smooth himself. Keeps it wide there, wide entry, which means it's got a better compromise to that corner. It's going to get a bit of a drag race there from the, I think, who is that inside the pits? Dark face possibly. In the Alpine, Lulu is retired in the pits, but no more time to come out now. Nice there from Avi. His teammate is just starting his lap as well, so we'll keep an eye on Erez. He's gone around the first corner now, and he's spun. Erez has spun. Has he got time to start again? 1.5 seconds. I don't know, it could be close. Could do. Waller retired in the pits. He believes he's done enough. Avi can get round. He's got about 30 seconds to play with, as long as he can keep the time cooled down, not enough fuel. Avi now, 2 more corners to go. Keeps it wide again. Misses the apex, which means he goes wide on the exit. Lovely apex there to make up for it. Can he do any better than a 105.9? Not really. 105, slight improvement, but not enough. He hasn't got enough time to go around again, but I don't think he's got the ERS to do so. Erez obviously will be coming round. Hopefully try and go around again. Elstfan's had enough. He's had enough for the day. Mr. Carl now. What is Mr. Carl? He's currently 3 temps slower, so I don't think he can make up time here. Run a bit wide there though, and it's going to compromise his speed. Well now I know Hobo can't stall me. Well I can. No, I've got 2 screens. So I'm literally looking at your window now, and that's in the back now. I'm literally looking for your window. Mr. Car's across the line, and it's not really an improvement. Actually gone slower. So can he go around again? Has he got enough? No ERS to fight with though. Neles is slightly up on his time. Can he improve? But Dutch Face, where's Dutch Face? He's around the final corner, 2 tenths up at the moment. Can he jump Moylan? Can he find an extra tenth in the last sector here? Nice couple of corners, crosses the line, doesn't jump Moylan, stays in 5th. Avi can't improve, stays on a 1:05.9, or 8, sorry, does improve a little bit more. Erez now is nearly on that. I don't know how to read it in her accent. Can't believe I took a picture of me sweet, the wee little Dante. And I think that's Erez coming into the pits. It is Mr. Carl is invalidating his laps. I think that'll be the end of quali and the first short quali of the season. Who spun there? Who just spun? Is Avi out? Did Avi just crash out? I think Avi crashed out, you know. Oh, here you go, Chubb. Oh, Jack's improved. Can Chubb improve? Oh, no, from Chubb. But Jack on a 1:04.2, or nearly basically a 0.3, does find another couple tenths, or thousandths even, in there. Very quick pace. He's literally 8 tenths faster than the rest of the pack. Over a second to Johnny Stokes and everyone else. Yeah, you weren't the only one I stalked, in all fairness, Mrs. Cons. You weren't the only one I stalked. Rob's got a nice house as well. Rob has got a nice house. I didn't stalk anyone else, I promise. I didn't look at Mrs. Carl's house, I promise. Didn't see her lovely new build. Or her trampoline in the garden. Sorry, I'm joking. If you got trampoline, that's a complete punt. Oh yeah, but one of your neighbours though needs to tidy up their front garden. One's got a pot knocked over, and the other one has got too much junk outside the house. Disgusting. Number 46 is wrong. Anyway, for your sprint race, this is going to be the order. Jack is pole, Chubb is in 2nd, Johnny Stokes in 3rd, Moylan in 4th, Dutch Face in 5th, Avi's in 6th, Scotty's in 7th, Rob's in 8th, Erez is in 9th. Rob's good from Rob. 8th is good from Rob. Lulu in 10th, GDC in 11th, El Stefano in 12th, Mr. Carr in 13th, 14th is Neles, 15th is Speed now, and Speedy with that disqualification puts him last with 16th. I have a trampoline in the garden. Oh shit. Well, I hate to say it's only my Ween's room you're gonna see Hobo. How do you know that's not what I'm looking for, Miss Chloe? How do you know that's not what I'm looking for? You know, Mrs. C. There's 2 Mrs. C's, more fans. You got Mrs. I can't say the other one because I can't out her name, her government. But we all know Chloe's name, so Mrs. C there. Having a quali ban sucks and boring. I can imagine, mate. Well, in all fairness, James, don't break the fucking rules, and you'll be fine. I could be talking about both your houses are very similar. They're both in Scotland. You know, I could stalk both of you in all fairness. It's quite funny. I know where both of you live now, so. But I've got to be careful because I think one of you is near. Well, I think you're both quite near a school, so I need to be careful of that. I don't want a tag to go off or anything. Only joking. But yeah, James, don't break the fucking rules then. I like Speedy at the back. You're naughty, naughty. I want to know what. They don't want to tell me what Joe did. It was lap 1, turn 1, leave me alone. Leave me be. No. Alright, so, strategy. 1 stop. No, no stop even. Mediums or hards. This is going to be a moving house. Why? Oh, we want to know where you live. Oh, I'll stop that one. It's fine. Can't stop me. Okay. Okay, so, everyone's chosen mediums except for Carl, who's one of the softs. Now, in a sprint race, you would normally not pit, and you'd normally go for the mediums highest to basically do the whole thing. If Carl reckons he can get these softs for 12 laps, good on him. I don't think it's possible. Fuck, I gotta be really. It's like it'd be like, you know, them escape rooms you see with like laser beams, and you got to spray the aerosol. That'd be like me trying to navigate to Chloe's house, trying to avoid all the schools and the radiuses. I got to get my like map out and stuff and circling shit, work out a little route to go. I'll be coming from people's gardens like, hey, what are you doing, you wee shit? I can't, there's a fucking school there. Oh god, I'm not well. I'm not well. I shouldn't do something. I should be able to comment out on my own. Alright, so we're now lining up. So this is the new thing as well. Hopefully, well, lucky enough, I'm not hosting, so there will be no issues with the grid. Fingers crossed. So these drivers now have to make their way to the grid and park up themselves, which is my favourite feature in this game. As you can see here, I was on with Jack. Can Jack get it right? Bit of wheel spin there, try and get the rear heated up. He has to park in his pit box. Is he going aggressive? No, not really. Nicely done though, nicely parked. Oh, we've got Moylan there, quite aggressive. He's got facing away from the wall. Jack is actually parked really far to the left. El Stefano had to do it, and Nella's have been pushed back. So is Carl. 3 guys at the back. I mean, disqualified from this, so they'll be pushed, as you can see there, further back. And we go 1 light, 2 lights, 8, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go here in Austria. We don't want to see the pit strategy, there's no point of it. And Jack gets a fairly good start, but Chubb really slow off the go. Can Moylan have a little slip up the inside? No, he dropped down actually. Johnny Stokes will claim 4th. I think he just managed to hold off there as they go into the really shitty names turn 2 into turn 3. Yeah, they're going to keep it clean in this sprint race. Everyone's getting through quite nicely. I've not got any camera angles at the moment. Dutch Face up into 2nd. That is a massive jump from Dutch Face all the way up into 2nd place. Great start from him. I'm trying to catch anyone else. No contacts. Very good from these guys. No spins or nothing. Joe's up into 10th already after his disqualification. James is still stuck in 14th. Has made 2 races up. Carl's gone backwards considering he's got on soft tyres, so he needs to really make a push forward. But look at the gap. Jack's already 2 seconds ahead of Dutch Face, and it's not even 1 lap done. 2.1 seconds. What's it going to be when they cross the line? It's been nearly 2.5 seconds when they cross the line. The gap, Jack has got so much pace. There you go, 2.5 seconds. What did I say? Fastest lap. 2.5 seconds the gap after 1 lap. That is unreal. And they've got some moves going on the back. Moylan down into 6, getting attacked. Like Stefano, sorry, down into 6, down into 8, getting attacked by Lulu. Goes around the outside. Then we got a crash. Well, that was raw. No, who was that? Speedy. Speedy's crashed. No wing on that car. Did catch the back of that. James Al's in the pits. For a new wing, possibly. Did he get? Must get caught up in something? All right, let's jump on board with Rob as he's attacking the back of El Stefano, losing 2 places in the space of 2 straights. And he does make that move. Rob goes a bit deep though. Plus want to come back at him. I don't think it's possible, but he's still there. And Rob has now taken that position off of El Stefano. A couple of bad corners there for El Stefano. Why is the pit strategy there? It's no stops. Go away. Stupid game. So right now, leading the race is Jack. There's a long trade though forming behind Dutch Face. We've got Dutch Face, Chubb, Johnny Stokes, Scotty as well. We've got Moylan who's joined the back of that. Abby who's just the back of that. Lulu is catching it. So what can these guys do in this long train, this fight for seconds? We're going to stay on board with the middle as that is Chubb. Chubb has gone round. No damage though, just a spin. But he wants to get out of that pit lane quick. Or he's going to get disqualification. Chubb, keep moving. Oh, I think he got away with that. But Chubb is now at the back of the grid, halfway for everyone. Joe is in the pits for that new wing. And Moylan is on the attack of Scotty. Coming up the inside, but Scotty's got a better line. Moylan's going to lose out to Abby as well. Another spin's gone on at the back because there's a crash between Erez and Neles. And oh, look at these two side by side. Can Moylan do anything to defend? Can he hold it off? Can he fight it? He's holding down the inside. Abby's got to back off. Oh, he does. He spins. Gets on the throttle too early on that curb, and he's spun. And oh, he's caused a bit of a chicane in the middle. Careful as they all go around him. They all get round fairly nicely. Oh, that was close. I think I was fighting from the underwear there. Carl's doing what up into 9th already. I want to see if there's damage between Neles and Erez, because there was definite contact. that they were both stopped. Doesn't look like there is. Although Neles has taken the offline into the pits. Erez is carried on. So that might be looked at by the stewards because that is illegal what he's just done there. Naughty boy. Alright, back to this battle for seconds. We still Neles is retired in the pit and doesn't make a difference now, does it? So nothing really happening up front. Jack is gone 5 seconds. I think he's taken the foot off a little bit. But Dutch Face in second, being heavily chased by the two Alfa Romeos and Moyland. Waiting to see what these guys can do at the front. I'm trying to keep my battles at the back as well. Your GDC is approaching or being attacked or getting attacked by Avi at the moment as well. So keep an eye on that. It's little battles all over the track. And I'm trying my best to keep hold of it. Oh, it's a spin from the Dutch Face and he's gone round. That's going to let everyone through. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of places now. Can he get it turned round? He's going to join this battle with El Stefano. Everyone's got past. Here we go. We're going to jump aboard now as Avi's making the move on Carl. Down the inside. A lot of room left there. And nicely done. Should be a simple move past Dutch Face as well. And he's going to have overheated tyres. So very careful. Should be a move down the simple around the outside. Bit of contact nearly there. Bit of wheel rubbing. The big problem with this game, these cars have bigger tyres, so it's very hard to get traction down. Let alone with these guys already on no assist, so no traction control whatsoever. These bigger tyres make it very difficult to get the power down without spinning the rears. And Dutch Face is now from second to ninth, which is given Johnny Stokes and Scotty Harris potential podiums, unless Moylan feels big about it. Moylan now chasing them down. Yellow flags are waving again. It's Carl's gone round. Carl's lost it. Like I just said, it's very easy to spin. And with them soft tyres, Carl's going to really feel that. Really feel that. Sorry, I am trying to read messages at the same time as doing this, but there's been a lot going on at the moment. I was going to talk about the schools again. Why move in house anyway? This C? It looks like a nice little area you live in. Oh, it's a bit twitchy there from Scotty. It's going to allow Moylan to go straight past. That's not what Johnny Stokes really wanted. Wanted Scotty to hold up Moylan as much as possible, and it's a simple move from Moylan. Oh, yeah, yellow flag again spinning. That's Rob. Rob's gone round. No? Who's not gone round then? The yellow flag's waving somewhere. They're in the pits. Oh, is James out? Is he going to be a retirement? Has he got damage? I don't know. What is it? That's just a pit stop. Pit stop. Oh, he must have cooked his tyres, I think, there. We'll go back to the battle. Avi is now chasing down El Stefano. Ferrari versus Mercedes. Don't see this very often this season. Unless it's Ferrari have got their ace strategist on the board. And look at that, Avi gets an amazing drive at the last corner and makes that move very simply to help up DRS. Need a bigger house, but moving to another nice area. Ah, good. Very nice. It's very nice. I was looking around, I was like, oh my god, look. These houses that if they were like in my area, they'd be a half a mil easy. They're lovely, beautiful houses. Beautiful area. If I could afford it, I'd afford it. I can afford it. If I could afford to work in Scotland, I would. That fresh air, easier to stalk YouTube. Well, I mean, easier to get to work. Anyway, Abbey still battling out with the Dutch Face, trying to make his way back. Both these drivers make their way back really after their two mistakes. Moylan chasing down Johnny Stokes still, but I'm going to keep on board with these people for the time being. Long train as well coming from here. Look, you can see on the map. I'm trying to get a good view of it. There you go. All the way down to Chubb. So a lot of mistakes. These are all the guys that made mistakes. Avi El Stefano. Not a big mistake, but he has just dropped back in the field. Rob obviously had a spin. Chubb's had a spin. All these guys are just kind of battling it out as Rob's going to dive down the inside of... Oh, it's another spin. That was a bit brave. But and wing damage as well to boot. Oh, it was. Do you know what? The move was there. The move was on. It was just a bit early on the throttle. Unlucky, Rob. As Chubb makes that move past El Stefano, but he comes back at him as Chubb goes deep. So El Stefano will keep that and has DRS to keep away as well. That's a nice defensive move there from El Stefano. Avi still chasing down Dutch Face. Moylan still chasing down Johnny. Don't worry, I will get something for you and Nevo to sign when I'm able to see where I'm moving to. Oh, so it's actually really recently you're moving them. I know that Chloe's waiting for her order. Did your hoodie arrive as well? How was it? Is it fit and all that? I know Rob's got his order. Rob looks very spiffing in his DXD hat. As we got Moylan now, just still chasing down Johnny Stokes. Johnny's still keeping ahead. Used a bit of overtake to keep away, 25% compared to Moylan's 56%. DRS is open. The problem with this track, there's 3 DRS zones, so getting away from someone is nigh on impossible if they keep in DRS. You just get dragged back in, eat every single step of the way. As Scotty's going to find it difficult now as he's been grilled. Well, we kind of lost the gap now between these two front runners. I say front runners, but second and third. And Lou behind him? No, who's behind him? Oh, that's James Dow, isn't it? James Dow is behind. Been lapped now. I think Lulu's really back at him. He's starting far away. Avi and Dutch Face still keeping the same. Avi doesn't feel like a little bit of a gap there. We're going to keep on board with a battle for second. I can't wait for Lexi to sign my order. That ain't never happening. Never happening. Who cares about Lexi? She don't do nothing. She don't do nothing. She don't commentate. She ain't got a fan base. There we go. Let's just type in fast finger first. This one, angry fists, fists of fury. As Moylan's still trying to push. You talking to me, that baby girl, or you talking to? No, you can come anything you like, Chloe. Baby girl's right up my street. Right up my street. Right in my basket. Carl. Where's Carl? He's struggling on them. He still hasn't pitted. Actually, 9 laps on these softs. I thought they would have gone by now. But he's not made the inroads that I don't think he believed. I didn't think he was going to make the whole race. I was assuming he would get soon. Everyone's fairly spread out. There's a couple of battles to look out for. We're going to stay on board as we got a yellow flag. And it's El Stefano again, having another little moment. But we are on board now with Moylan very close to the back of Johnny Stokes. Did he make it? Johnny definitely was a bit of the DRS there. Moylan's backed off. He's run deep though. He's run deep, and that's given Moylan the gap and the space he needs. Amazing drive there. Great pressure from Moylan. Has made it into second place. 6 seconds down the road is Jack, and he's doing a Westlife in a world of his own. But now can Moylan defend against Johnny Stokes? Johnny's got 20% ERS compared to the 30% of Moylan. So Moylan has got a bit to pull away from. And he keeps away for the time being. Scotty's really off the back now. He's 4 seconds off the back of these guys now. They've been pushing. Avi is still trying to push Dutch Face. 20% overtake versus 30% Dutch Face. But holding it very well. So he's got a lot to defend with. Unlike Avi, he's got a little bit less to attack with. I'm your baby girl. I'm not having it, Chloe. I know you're talking to me, really. You can't take it away from me, Chloe. Like we're soul sisters. Did you die? Did you die though? What? I ain't dead. I'll swap you for cons, Lexi. Actually, yeah. Actually, can we put a deal in that so I can get Nevo down here as well? Me, cons, and Nevo. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I would like that. I would like that a lot. I will stay on board with a battle with Avi and Dutch Face. They're still having a little fight. They're still scrapping it out. He's closer than ever before, but Dutch Face has got the help of DRS from the car ahead of Lulu. So he has caught up to Lulu now. So Lulu's been roped into this battle and unwillingly helping out Dutch Face, which is going to bring Avi to his back door very, very soon. Here we go, waiting for you to pipe up. I guess that's referring to my true love. My one true love of Alex. Bunch of love of Alex. Oh fuck, we finished the race. That was cool. Oh, just a short lap, innit? So Jack's finished first, Moreland in second, Johnny Stokes in third, Scotty is coming across in fourth. Looks like Lulu has managed to see off the attack of Dutch Face, and he will finish in fifth. He does, pulls out the way to make sure no slipstream available there. Avi comes in seventh. Chubb should be able to compete eighth, depending on the penalties he had. I don't think it was that much. GDC, yep, stays in ninth. Rob coming around the corner now. He will stay in 10th. And then we got Erez now about to cross the line. Carl did make them tyres last. They must be feeling the strain though, surely. Comes in 12th. Speedy comes across in 13th. They will get jumped by Osvaldo in 13th and pushing down 14th. So there we go. So if I'm right in thinking, the top 8 in this get points. And it's not so much the positions don't really make a difference. Obviously, this is where they're going to start in the actual race coming up. But the top 8 will receive points, as you can see there. 8 points for Jack, 7 for Moylan, 6 for Johnny, 5 for Scotty, 4 for Louis. I'm getting distracted because Lexi's talking in the background. Get the fuck out of my studio. Dutch Face got 3 points, Avi with 2, and Chubb with 1. So there we go. So this is also going to be your grid. So grid will be Jack in first, Moreland in second. So Moreland made up some good ground there to get second back. Johnny in third, Scotty in fourth, Lulu in fifth, Dutch Face in sixth, Avi 7th. 8th was Chubb, 9th GGC, Rob in 10th. So he dropped down a few bases actually. 11th is Erez, 12th Carl, 13th was El Stefano. Speedy's in 14th, and last 2 was James out in 15th, as you say, they're a shocker, and Neles, who had retired. Shocking from me. Yeah, not the best of. So did you get into some trouble on the first lap again, James? Is that what happened at the start? Why you come in early? Because you came in like twice. I'm guessing the second time I saw you, you'd ruined the tyres by spinning. I know they would. I'll just read some messages in the chat. Shush, stop, Hobo, you're telling everyone our secrets. Sorry, emo vamp. One day our plan will come together. What else we got? It's just Lexi and Alex argued as always. I have 3 of them. I've been here. I've been there, done that. Let me have your hands. What? Let me have you hand the baby. And the baby, okay. What, me? Me and the baby? Is that what you want? Okay. I'll let Lexa know that I've been taken by another Scottish girl. What is it with you Scots, you know? Yeah, I had a great start and just clipped my wing. Okay, is that what it was? I didn't see you pit. I saw you come in. I didn't see what you were pitting for when you look over and you were literally leaving. Okay, so now what these guys have started on. Let's have a look on the pits, on the tyres. Okay, Jack on the hards, Moreland's gone to mediums, Johnny on the hards. You have Scotty, Lulu, and Dutch Face, and Avi all on mediums. Chubb is chosen hards. GDC, Rob, Erez, Carl, El Stefano, and Speedy on the mediums. James Owl chosen softs, and Neles also on the mediums. So things to look out for. McLaren going for the same strategy, both put on the hard tyres for both of them. Same as well with the Mercedes boys, so hopefully they don't get each other's way. Split strategy for the Alfa Romeo lads, hards and mediums. And everyone else has pretty much done the same thing, like kept the same tyres, other than James Al and Dutch Face with split strategy. James is going for the softs, makes it in-ground up ASAP. What happens between me, you, and Lexi stays between me, you, and Lexi. Okay, so we can't tell one about our freeway plans in ground. Fine, if you insist, you know. Well, we need to get the marriage finalised. You need to find that priest that's going to allow a freeway marriage, because otherwise we're not up shit creek right now without anything. without up shit creek without a canoe. Right, no, that ain't right. Paddle. That's the word, paddle. And then you got to tell cons. You got to kill cons and hide the body. Fucking hell, got so much to do. Anyway, back to the race. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. I can't count today. 5 lights, and away we go, and we are off. Can Moylan get a better start than last time? Dutch Face, he's got a really clean start there, already making inroads up into 4th, up the inside. Moylan takes the lead of the race. Jack had a appalling start, probably the hard, taking a bit while to heat up. Johnny in 3rd, Dutch Face, a great start again, up into 4th. Scotty's gone backwards, so Lulu in 6th. Johnny's already making inroads, trying to get past. Oh, he has got past Jack. Jack is a terrible start from Jack. And he's getting lost, overtaken again by Dutch Face. Jack has gone down 4 places. He must have really ruined them hards. And we've got a spinner, and that's Avi. Mr. Smooth is round. Chubb has got wing damage. Oh no, that's a really poor start. And another spinner. Jack's round. Oh no, both McLarens have gone round. He's got to wait for everyone as well. Is he stuck? He's in. No, oh, he's in neutral. I think he was stuck in neutral. Okay, he's good. He's back on. That's 4. Another spinner. Errors this round as well. What is going on? Both of the McLarens, both of the Ferraris have had a bit of a mare. Speedy, I think he's okay. He's just caught up behind all this. No, he's coming into the pits as well. Joe's got caught up in this as well. No safety car, no nothing. Chubb having a bit of trouble there trying to get his car turned round. James Lulu's in the pits as well. Lulu's got damage, which means he's going to hold up Chubb. So Red Bull, McLaren and the Ferrari boys all getting in trouble. And look at this, so Speed's going to get held up. Avi's going to hold up potentially. Oh no, Erez has stayed out. Erez must have had a clean spin. Oh, that's not going to help out Joe. He's going to come right at the back of this. Oh no, and it was under the hard tyres as well for these guys. You can't even see where he is. There he is. There's Speedy. He's coming out of the pits now. Oh, what a mare. Moylan is in 1st. 2nd gap now. Chubb isn't having the best start. No, he's not. Do you know what? I thought he was going to do well in quali. He actually looked quite strong. He was up in 2nd. And then his race, in his sprint race, just went backwards. It's such a shame, because I think he's definitely got the pace in this game. If he can just keep the car going in the right direction, which is what everyone's struggling with. As you can see there, someone else is around. It's Lulu. What is he doing? That ain't going to go anywhere, mate. You have the reverse. Oh, he's going to get it going. Get it going. He's gone round again. Oh, Lulu, you're having the mare, mate. You just go slowly. Slowly. Up into 8th and just go. He's going to get lapped very quickly, though, as James out is overtaking Scotty, making them subs work for him. Look at that, up into 4th. He has absolutely flown, kept out of trouble this time, and he's not far behind his teammate there, 2.6 seconds. Another yellow flag is waving. That is not Jack again, is it? It is Jack. Jack again. What's going on with Jack? 0 to hero. Lulu having PST from last week. I think he is. I think Jack's got an issue. He got that. I think Jack's going to be retiring in the pits. I don't think it's going to be a good race for Jack. I can't see him carrying on, to be honest. He's already a lap down, and 9th has already got ahead of him. He's not having the best of days. Lulu's crashed. Oh no, he's in the pits. Okay, Lulu's retired in the pits. He's had enough. Oh. What is Jack doing? I think Jack's tyres are ruined. I think they're cooked. He is coming to the pit. I would believe that is retirement for Jack. He's not the best of days. Nella's gone around as well. Oh my god, this is Spin City. Yeah, it's a retirement. Speedy's gone into the pits. Definitely a retirement. And there you go. Jack has retired from the session. Save an engine. Nella's down into 14th. Not been lapped as of yet. Or has he been lapped? Yes, no, not lapped yet. I thought he was going to the pits then. No, he's going round again. He's no damage. Back to the race, back to the leaders. Scotty and James Al fighting it out, slug for slug, and Scotty has got past James Al. These tyres are going to start to fall off on James, whereas on the Alfa Romeo they're going to start to come into their own a little bit. Unfortunately, the McLaren of Jack has rejoined the track, so do be careful around turn 1. There's a McLaren on the straight. So listen now, there we go, he's going to go for a move, no, backs out of that. Be careful of the McLaren, guys, be careful of the McLaren. It's pulled to one side, I think it's okay now, and it's now gone. You're all good to go racing again. So Moreland with a gap now, 1.4 seconds to Johnny Stokes, Johnny with a gap of 2.4. So it's big gaps with the top of the front 4, other than with Scotty and James Al, who are fighting out for 4th place right now. James Al right at the back of the gearbox of that Alfa Romeo, and does make the move down the inside. Can he get it slowed down? Will Scotty come for the switch back? He does. Great move from Scotty. He's come back alongside. Will he yield? It's going to be side by side for this corner again. Scotty's going to have to give him some space, but he's going to have a better line now. Oh, this is side by side racing. This is what you want to see in Tier 1. They are still side by side. Oh, nearly contact there, and James has to yield, I think. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I've got a message from Jack. Let me quickly read that in a second. I'm going to quickly see what these guys are doing as they come around the final corner now. There we go. Great racing from these two drivers. This is what you want to see in Tier 1. Side by side, no drama, a lot of respect. Brilliant, brilliant. I wouldn't expect nothing less actually from Scotty and James Al. Very good races, good racing etiquette. My game basically thought I was using my controller and wouldn't acknowledge the wheel. Easy win thrown away. Ah, no, what happened? Ah, it's gutting. Was it being activated at all? Like, I know that I've done it before. I've left it on the floor and the actual trigger's been pressed still. Kind of screwed up a little bit. As James Al attempts to make another move, I think it's a little too late. Scotty defends that quite nicely, and they're gonna follow follow each other round one more time at least. Rob is making a little move there from round Carl, round the outside. DRS stuff doesn't help there. A great drive as well. That's a brilliant move there from Rob up into 7th place. Doing fantastic actually, Rob. Doing very, very well. Anyone else we got on board? Carl needs to keep up, keep him with DRS and hold on to the back of Rob. Yellow flag's waving again. That's Neles having a spin. I don't think I'll call safety car though. As James Al losing a little bit of ground to Scotty. Comparing on ERS as well, Scotty's doing a lot healthier, 43% compared to 30%, as James is now using down into 20%, so he's flashing now. Scotty is still on the 36. There was a lovely move there from Rob. It was very good move from Rob. Boylan is pulling out a bigger lead against Johnny Stokes, and vice versa with Johnny and Dutch Face, and also the same with Dutch Face and Scotty. Well, these two are battling. While Scotty and James are battling, Dutch Face is just leaving them behind. I can't see JDC catching at all. Seems like Moreland's like a new update. It looks like he is. There's a new update come out today, so I'm not sure what was the improvement. What was the improvement today? Made the game easier, and he has pace and yeah, good for Moreland. Moreland did have a sprint earlier. I think he was okay actually. I think he was okay in the sprint race. I think he did okay in the sprint race. Wasn't too bad. James Al had a bit of a mare in the sprint race. New handling. Okay. Then left the cars in the pits. No surprises there. Down to 13 drivers now. Long way to go in this race still. We're only on 8 laps and 36. There's that been only like a 1 minute 10-second track. Does feel like you're racing around it for absolute ages. I can't see any other battles. We've got a potential battle coming up behind, which is Rob. Rob has found some amazing pace. He is already back on the back of GGC, which I believe is his teammate. So I wonder if GGC is going to let him past. He knows he's got pace. I'm a bit surprised. Actually, I'm really impressed with Rob. He's doing really well. But I want GGC to start behind. James Al's tyres are starting to fall off now. That's probably why you're seeing the gap increase. Mistake there for GDC, and he is letting Rob through. There's no defence there from GDC. Rob does go into 6th place. Now he's just got to keep it together. Carl can't keep up with Rob's pace. It's a big shame really, because I've got a couple of drivers with Jack's issue with his controller. It's a bit gutting. More traction, I think. Well, tell that to some of these drivers. They're still struggling with it. We had a lot of spins in this race. Carl picked up a penalty there for going a bit wide. We're going to stay on board with GDC. If we can try and keep to the back of Rob. I don't think you can. Rob's flying. Rob is doing amazingly well. He's actually gaining a lot of time on James, who I believe tyres has now fallen off. We'll go on board so you can see any dates on his tyres. You can see the slightly greyer line on the front left and the front right. The inside looking very much darker than the outside. I mean, that's where the graining is. On the rears, as you can see there, graining all over the place. Really. But yeah, looking good for these guys. Carl is doing quite well. He's actually pulled up to the back. Obviously, you see he's struggling with this corner by the looks of it, and it's a simple move there from Carl. Up into 7th. Go on, Carl. Carl's got some pace. I think Mrs. Carl's going to be knackered this year. I think Carl's got some. I think he's been practicing. Oh, that's very deep there, as you can see. As James is in the pits, I wasn't surprised at all. I would imagine he's going to go on to a set of hards, get him to the end, or he can stretch medium to go 26 laps. Could be possible. No, hards, definitely set of hards. He must have really enjoyed his treat last week. I think, do you know what? I think he's had you on, Mrs. Carl. I think he's pulled your leg the whole last game. I thought, do you know what? One day, me getting a point is going to score. It's going to get me something with the missus. And then it just took me and Alex, or me and Nevo, to sow that seed. And he's like, do you know what? This is my year. I'd invest in some. How would you relax yourself? Something to, you know, exercise. I would get some dumbbells. I think it's just going to be a long season for you. He's working at stamina. El Stefano now making a move on the recently pitted James out. He's probably freezing cold. It should be a simple move for El Stefano. Runs deep. And James goes, no, thank you very much. Take it back. I bet Carl has like a reward chart that he's earned gold stars for every time he gets a point. Mate, I want to see that gold chart. I want to see it. Everyone now fairly gapped out, actually. I've got no one really to watch, so just literally laughing at the comments now. Nevo, whereabouts in the country are you today? Whereabouts are you? Let's have a look at some stats while everyone's been gapped out. Penalty wise, Carl. Oh, hang on, what's this? Cole. Oh no, Cole spun. Cole spun. Come on, Carl. You got this, my friend. Oh no. I'm going to make one. you got to include like spins and stuff as well. Like just keep a track of what he does. Carl dropped down into 8th. Actually, dropped down into from 6th. So not very good from him. He's hard to be feeding the straight. Up at 4. I've got 4 more days and I'm on holiday. Oh shit, speaking of which, I'm not going to be commentating next week. I will be away. Whoops. Whoopsie! So yeah, Alex, if you're about, hopefully you can take over on next week. Fingers crossed. Tyres, there's some tyres, everyone's on the same. Nothing's really changed the tyres. What was that? What was El Stefano battle? El Stefano and Carl. Carl received that recent spin. It's put him in danger of losing out to El Stefano, but he's found his pace again. I will make it and show it you. Thank you very much. And also, you got the hoodie as well. Did you tell me the hoodie came? I don't know. Did the hoodie come? I don't know. I missed that message. I hope the hoodie comes to you. The hoodie, we did. And I got Mrs. Con, Mrs. Vamps. Got her delivery coming soon, hopefully. I got the hoodie. Good stuff. Do you know what? I'm a huge fan of the hoodies. I've got, I think I've got three Dixie hoodies. I've got the OG one, which is the one that was hand designed by myself, which was a lot of effort. Trust me, a lot of effort, and a quite expensive one. So I wouldn't do it anymore. But I've still got that one. I've got the Super League one that we did as well. The merch I got ready for Super League that kind of failed, a bit like the real Super League. And then I've got the one that's on the website now with the DXC logo across the bit. I need a signed hoodie, Hobo, and Nevo. Do the same thing as always, send it over to Nevo. We'll sort it out for you. Eric's in the pits now on the medium tyres. He's coming to the pits. On the board with James out right now as he is chasing down GBC Obviously the hards have now come back into their own and have now heated up, whereas the mediums are going to be falling off very quickly now. And look at that, see the gradient from here. And that's a great move there from James. So much more pace than the older mediums on them fresher hards. He's ready to wait for the 6 months. Hopefully without long. Hopefully without long. So what we should do actually, okay, it won't actually be signed, but if me and Nevo sign a bit of paper, I then put it on the computer, and then you can then buy a top with our signatures on it, which is something you can get away with. Obviously, we won't actually be signed by us. That's the only downside. Scotty's in the pits, pitting on for a set of hards, so they're bringing out, I think, just behind GGC, and in front of Carl. Oh, actually might come out just yeah, just behind that corner, a bit very misleading. So there we go, up in, so down into 6, but under pressure, hard. It'll be a bit slower to start off with, but it'll definitely pick it up. Chubb now is chasing down. El Stefano is struggling with track limits a little bit, as you can see there, running a bit wide. And look at the overspeed that Chubb had, just keeping it on track. Great move. Welcome Cairo to the stream. You're watching RPR with myself, DXT Hubber. More into the quiet race. The gaps slowly come down though. Like obviously the mediums are starting to fall off, but 20s are still quite okay on the hards. And he does go past Erez. El Stefano's come back on Chubb. He's going to make the defence. They're going side by side. Chubb is going to be on the inside, which is a favourable line to have really to attack around this corner. And he does make that move. Chubb gets through. El Stefano backs out of that one. Great move there. But yeah, the mediums should be starting to fall off fairly soon, so I'd imagine Moylan will want to come into the pits at some point. Maybe he's trying to stretch these to go on this set of softs, but I doubt it's possible. No safety cars as of yet. Welcome Cons, how you doing? We've got a spinner. We got a, don't tell me, oh it's Chubb. No it's not Chubb, it's Chubb, I'm not about Chubb. It's my Dutch face. He's had a spin. He's had a spin. Oh no. He was doing so well, and now Rob is on the cusp. I'm going to say it, Alex. Our guy is on your seat. Rob is on the cusp of a podium. Rob is found some cheat code, and he is using it to perfection. And I said he's number 1. Come on, Rob. Oh no, it's the fence there. I didn't even see that. James Al has come flying through, having pitted on already for fresh hard tyres. He's on for a good race as Rob has had enough. These tyres are gone. I'm coming to the pits. And also he's ahead of him. I thought his teammate started it. It's the Dutch base coming to the pits. After that spin, took his tyres. He's into the pits for fresh set of rubber. Scotty right now is battling it out with James Al. So he's still going to rekindle their battle from earlier. Will I get the pen this time, Nevo? Was sitting down and it fell. Was it done? Yeah, you can have the pen as well. Sorry, I forgot it last time. No, you told me that. Fuck that bitch. I'm not giving the pen. I remember. I'm joking. There we go. We've got on board with what's going on now. Everyone's pitting now, so everyone's now coming to the pits. It's going to come out just ahead of Erez, I believe. Oh, sorry, the Alfa Romeo here. Obviously, he has been lapped. As you can see there, just ahead of Erez, but Erez going to have the overspeed and the pressure tyres as well, which is a simple move there. That's why I got down to 13th place. And the signed photo. The sign for the nudes cost extra, by the way, Mrs. Carl, just wasn't it, you know. Scotty now chasing down James Al. Avi is right behind Chubb as well. GT's in the pits, 15 lap hold, mediums in the pits. Moylan's still going strong and keeping the gap as well. Moylan's doing very well actually. Moylan's doing amazingly well. Johnny Stokes can't really make the grounds. Obviously they've got a massive gap. They're gonna pit and come out, you know, in first and second still because they have the space after the spin. But pit, there'll be 9 seconds clear at least of James out, and there we go. Moylan is in the pits. Johnny Stokes takes the lead of the race, but he has not yet pitted. So onto a set of hards there for Moyland, and it's quite a simple pit there. Nice to see how long the pit stop actually was, you know, if they did time it right. Did look fairly good. Moyland will come out in amazingly open track. So look at that open space there for Moyland, literally in a whole corner on his own, whole sector on his own, pretty much. And there we go, a bit of weaving there to get the tyre temps up. Don't blame him really, as Avi now still attacking the back of Chubb. Does that take 3 months as well? Well, we got to make sure we're in like pristine look stuff for the pictures. Scotty's still chasing down James out as well. Trying to keep an eye on these two battles here going on. Avi, they're both actually doing very, very close now. Scotty, DRS, reading in James out. Slightly fresher hards in difference to James out. In comparison with Avi and Chubb. Chubb will need to be coming in the pits for those mediums, but I think Avi made a mistake there, goes wide. So it's costing a bit of time there. Scotty and James out, still battling it out. As Moyland is 18 seconds from James out from Johnny Stokes, which is within a pit stop already. And James out 10 seconds behind, roughly what I said. Chubb's still staying out. Chubb is trying to stay out as long as Chubb. Yeah, Chubb. Oh, Chubb, no, Chubb's coming in now. Chubb is coming in now, sorry. Wrong car. I thought Chubb in the red car. Chubb is in the pits, unsurprising. 60 lap hole, that's probably about the distance you can go. Scotty trying to make a move there up the inside of turn 3. Nothing able to be done. Okay, try it again. Good defense there from James. Also trying to keep in the cinematic as much as possible, but I do like the onboard view this year. It does feel quite nice. Feels quite natural. Oh, it's a bit of a twitch. It's a spin. Scotty's round. Oh, a bit on the throttle too early. Oh, I literally like tapped the throttle a bit too early, and the rears have heated up and gone. Johnny's in the pits as well. So Johnny's on 19 lap old. Hard has come in the pits. Seeing that probably Moyland has got the edge on him. It's going to be hard for Moyland now though, because he's on the slower tyre compared to Johnny Stokes. Can he get the gap? Obviously, Johnny Stokes I think realised the gap was already meant he'd be behind Moyland after he pitted. Didn't want the gap to increase, so thought I can push these 16 laps. But can he keep them healthy as possible for 16 laps? Because we know that by about 13 they were starting to fall off. If he can keep the gap and keep the attack on, it'll be very close. I'm trying to read the chat with like one eye, but I can't read it. I just hear giggling to my left. But what's going on over there? Dutch Face and Avi having a little slug, having a little battle it out. I won't read the chat quickly. We have the picture that did print it off. I think that's how it was. Exactly. More like 6 to 8 months, years. Oh, I can't wait. Why don't you just send her a pair of your boxes? No one wants the frosty boxes. I only have like 4 pairs. Don't like them. Always in Hobo and my DM asking for items of clothing. Sure you got at least 1 pair. Why are you jealous, Lexi? Do you want them signed as well? If you want a pair of our boxes, do you want them signed as well? Like, I can find a decent pair with only like a couple of holes in. They are my best ones. I'm one way to church and that. But you know, if you want them, I will happily sign them. There's a difference between boxes and matching sets of boxes. Oh, fuck's sake, God. If it ain't you, it's fucking Chloe, I swear to God. We have Chloe planning our three-way wedding, and then we're going to use my butt plugs. Fuck me. I got both the fucking, both Mr. and Mrs. Cons fighting over me. Fucking hell. Oh God, there's only so much for me to go around, guys. Fucking hell. Dutch Bay chasing down Avi. We still get our faces on the base. Oh, the image. That image is going to live with me forever. That image. Oh, Johnny Stokes is catching the back of Moylan on them fresh mediums. But we're watching the back at the moment of Dutch Face and Avi. And see what these guys could do. They've been battling out for quite a few laps now. Dutch Face is closer than he's ever been to the back of Avi. And Avi's on the older hard tyres compared to the fresh hard. So it should be a simple move, really, for Dutch Face. Oh, my controller's died somehow, so I can't see what's going on. Even that's on charge. What is happening? Why has my controller died? Why has my controller died? Fuck's sake. Here we go. Not able to make a move, but he is now flashing on overtake. I'm trying to keep an eye on Moylan and Johnny Stokes. I will see this straight quickly and then I will switch back to first and second. It's too far away this time, I think. Yeah, far away. It's on board with Johnny. So Moylan's going to get a bit of help here from the back markers, potentially. No DRS yet, but a few more corners he will have DRS to help him defend against Johnny Stokes. It's good. It was a good tactic from Johnny Stokes. He knew that obviously he was going to get overtaken, so he's come in early, sacrificed a few healthy laps. Rob and Speedy are very close to having a little battle for 7th and 8th. I'm trying to keep an eye on that as well. Right now, yeah, gets out of the way there and does give Moylan DRS, which is what he needed to keep ahead of Johnny. Johnny Stokes, they're both on very similar overtake as well, 40% for the pair of them. We'll jump back on board with Dutch Face and Avi. Still no ground there being made. DRS is now open for these two. Can anything be done? He's going to make a move up the inside. He's going for it. Avi's got nothing OUS to defend with. His yellow flag's waving. I think this car's out of the way. Let's have a look over this battle for first and second. Yeah, his car's out of the way, I think, there. Now this is the first time where Moylan's going to be generally under attack from Johnny. No DRS to fight with, or to defend with even. No back markers ahead. He's got a clean track. He might have gained well, he's got 40% DRS compared to 50% now of Johnny Stokes. He's took a little bit there to try and pull away. He just needs to keep ahead for as long as possible in the hope that he's wearing out Johnny Stokes' tyres as much as possible. Evening, Craig. Where have you been, mate? You're missing that great race. Jumping on board, staying on board with this battle. Rob really gapped Speedy now. Speedy's 1.3 seconds behind Rob. Really struggling, I think, on them hard tyres. 21 laps old. They are quite old now. Probably why. You will be when Hobo and I run away with Avi. Avi and Dutch Face have... Oh, Dutch Face has gone round. The Dutch Face did get past Avi, we saw that, and then he's just lost it there. So he's lost all that ground. He's lost out to make it up again. He's now 4 seconds behind Avi with probably overheated tyres a little bit. Back on board with Johnny Stokes and the battle for first place. Johnny has got a penalty though, so Moylan just needs to keep ahead. Obviously these drivers want to cross the line in first place for bragging rights, but Moylan now knows that if he just keeps his clients clean. Oh, there's a bit of a twitch there over Moylan, that's going to cost him. Spoke too soon, his commentator's cursed now. And he's going to fight all the way though, go side by side into turn 3. Late on the brakes from Moylan, and he holds it up, he gets it back. That is a great break in there from Moylan. Doesn't retain DRS though, leaves that on DRS to Johnny, he does there. But look at the straight line speed of that McLaren. Oh, Mercedes. Great defence there. Moylan is now taken to the inside to defend. Gonna back out of that one, can't get there. That was a great move there from Moylan. Made the mistake on the exit of turn 1, but fought it all the way to turn 3 and kept ahead in turn 4. Fantastic driving. Come on, Moylan from Cairo. Go on, Rob. Rob's doing very well. Rob's in 7th at the moment. Carl is down in 11th. Any notable people? Other than that, the gaps are quite large. Are actually quite large around the track. It's just these two now, first and second, are fighting it out. I would have loved to have seen what Jack could have done. Obviously, Jack having them issues with his controller, kind of let him down a little bit. And there we go. Johnny Stokes now up the inside of Moylan. He's going to lose out on DRS though for the next corner. So can he get slowed down in time? He can. Moylan now on the attack. DRS open. He's got no overtake though to fight with. But can he do it on DRS alone? It looks like he can't. Get too far away this time. 10 laps to go in this race, and the lead has changed again. Like I said, Johnny has got that penalty. On penalties, let's just have a look quickly at what it is. 3 seconds there for Johnny, 3 for Speedy, 3 for GGC, 3 for Carl, 12 for Erez, and 3 for El Stefano. So all he's got to do is keep within that 3 seconds. And like I said earlier in the sprint race, getting ahead of someone, that's easy. Trying to brake, very difficult. There's 3 DRS zones here, so it's extreme. Unless a mistake's made, or you've got that much more pace than the drive you've overtaken, to stay ahead of someone or to clear them is a different game. So here we go, and Moylan now, DRS open. Bit of overtake used there from Johnny Stowe on 30%, whereas Moylan is on 10. So Moylan will need to just save for a little bit, buy these time, and wait for the actual. We'll wait for a move later on in the race. He's got plenty of time, and like I said, with the penalty, he hasn't got to make the move. He hasn't got to do it. I don't think Moylan is racing himself, to be honest. Not the same person on Friday. No, definitely not. He had a mare on Friday. I think Jack and Moylan have switched playing. Do you know what? It could be a glitch. Remember it happened to us when we were playing Sea of Thieves, when we'd swap places. Maybe it's happened the same thing again. Maybe it's Jack really in second place. Yellow flags are waving. Who's that gone round? The Dutch face. It is. Dutch face has gone round. Every time he goes 1 step forward and makes 3 steps back. Really unfortunate for Dutch face. But we're going to stay on board with the battle for first place. There's no one else really on track. I have felt like I have not stopped talking from this race. It's been battle after battle after battle. Was defo a Moyland-esque retirement from Jack. It was nuts. I felt sorry for Jack as well, actually, because obviously if he's having a bad day because he's spinning, that's down on him. It sucks, but it's down on him. If it's a control issue, nothing you can really do about it, really. They probably can't trust Moylan, no, definitely not. Don't lie, Alexi, you're jealous of Cons because he's mine. Mrs. Cons, mate, we've had words already, like, we know. Me and Lexi know where your loyalties lie, and it's with us. We know. Sorry, Cons, to break it to you, but we're gonna run away together. It's decided. You're keeping the kids, and we're gonna keep the baby. I think we're gonna keep one of your babies and one of our babies, and then we're gonna have a little baby. There we go. Moylan now still chasing down, or still keeping within that gap of Johnny. Nothing to make the move. Duck Face is in the pits. Maybe going for a set of soft or medium to them, tied up and screwed up. You can't tell me secrets. I'm a big mouth. But when Nevo talks about his first PP. Oh shit. So Speedy is pulled back the gap between himself and Rob. The gap now 9/10 under that DRS zone. We'll keep a look on that in a bit. Moylan is still chasing down Johnny Stowe. And they only 7 laps, it will take 8 laps to go. Plenty of time to go yet. Oh, Chubb's joined the battle as well. Chubb has joined this fight now. We'll jump on with this for a little while. Let's see from the back markers. So Rob in 6th place, we have Speedy in 7th, in and out of DRS, and Chubb who is in 8th. And these guys are now battling out for 6th place. I'm gonna keep a weather eye out on Moylan and Johnny. Just keep an eye on what's going on there. But here we go. Yellow flags are waving. Don't tell me it's again. Alright, okay, take it back. Who was that then? Who was round? James Al. James Al must have got a little spin. Back on board here with battle for 6. The gap started to open up a little bit between Johnny and Moylan's, but nothing really to worry about on Moylan's behalf. Just keep it at 3 seconds. Joe is trying to keep or catch up to the back of Rob. Rob's doing very well at the moment though. He's at ERS is looking a bit worse for wear. Joe's looking a lot worse. And Chubb looking very healthy, so this could be a problem for these two. They could find themselves losing out on 2 place each. We will have the baby hobo. We will have the baby's hobo. Okay, cool. Let's keep Conti on the ones. We go. So on this battle now for 6th place. Still looking like it's close though. These guys, Chubb is using a bit of overtake to keep up with them, by potentially getting the. Oh, here we go. So Joe. Joe makes a move, goes a bit deep though. It's an open door to Chubb, and Chubb comes through past Rob. Bit of a dirty move. Speedy looks like he forced Rob off track a little bit there by going deep into that corner, which forced Rob to go off track and losing out a place to Chubb. Could be one for the stewards. We'll have to keep an eye on the steward report after this race. But not looking great there for Joe, as he's now being attacked by Chubb. Chubb has had a bit of a shocking race. Very good qualifying, poor sprint, and then a poor feature. Hopefully he can make up for it now with only 5 laps to go when they cross the line. Still keeping an eye out on the gap between Johnny and Moylan. 11 lap old mediums. They're going to start to fall away, and the gap is coming down very, very quickly. 2 temps now, as close as it's been for a little while. Can Moylan make the move back past for the lead of this race? And they've opened up again. There we go. Now Chubb makes the move on the inside. Should be a simple move into turn 3, and it's easily done before the braking zone. Has Speedy got him to answer back with? He's gone up the inside, attempted to go back on him, not able to do it. Joe has opened the rear wing now. He's going to have another little push. He's going to go for the outside move, but Chubb covers the middle off quite nicely, and you're not going to make him overtake around there. And Rob is trying to rejoin this battle and get back into the fight. Moyland and Johnny back up to 6 temps the gap, and Rob, look at this, all over the back of Joe's booty hole. I think he sells himself on the dark web. Who, me? Wait, what? What's going on? What have I missed? Rob right now chasing down Speedy. Speedy's going to get pulled along a little bit by Chubb there with DRS assistance. And again, Moylan 4 temps away from Johnny Stokes. And crap, looks like he jumped to the angle. Look, that is no good. That is no good. But can Speedy do anything in response to Chubb's overtake on the last lap? Doesn't look like it's close enough, but he could be easing him up to set up for another push. James, how's he getting on? He's 23 off behind. So with 4 laps to go, Johnny's leading this race. No, he's not. Speak too soon, because there we go. Moylan has made the move up past into turn 3, and as I believe Johnny's tyres will be starting to fall off. Can Johnny answer back? Goes to the outside. What can Moylan do to respond to this? Is he going to hold it round? Oh, he's trying to hang it around the outside. It's a really poor angle there. But Moylan with the inside line, the tyres have more grip. Even though they are older, they've got more grip on the hards, and he keeps that place up into first. Once again, Moylan takes the lead in this race. Johnny in second. Not much Johnny can do there to fight back. He has got 40% overtake compared to Moylan's 30. So he's got something to battle with there. In the meanwhile, it's between the 6th, 7th and 8th. Chubb has pulled out a gap between himself and Speedy, so Joe is going to lose out on overtake and on DRS, as Rob has got the DRS open against him, flashing there as well. He's got no overtake, and Rob's looking very healthy with 40%. It should be a good move here from Rob if he can get this move done into turn 4. Bit of a poor exit, a bit of a twitch there, so needs to calm down a bit. There's still plenty of racing to go. We've got 3 laps to go for these guys here, as you can see ahead of him. But Joe's gone really deep into that turn 4. What could Rob do? He's got an answer for that, but no, he has regained some time though. Both making a little bit of mistakes here and there. The gap between the leaders, 4 attempts, Moylan start to pull away. The tyres of Johnny are going to start to fall away from very soon. So there's a penalty as well, really hampering Johnny. Can't really do much to get ahead. But we're going to stay on board now for this battle for 7th. Can Rob get past? The hards of this game are mad. Yeah, they're brilliant. That once you get them heated up, these hards are really good to have on your car. Here we go. DRS for Rob once again down the main straight. Has a little look, filling up his mirrors there as Joe runs wide. The mirror trick worked. Rob made sure Speedy saw a lot of Williams in that Red Bull mirror. And here we go up into turn 3, down the inside. What could Joe do to answer? not much as Rob sees that off. Joe's going to have to, or much better clean line there from Jodo, and DRS is going to help him back past, or will he, because Rob is coming back at him. Round turn 4, Joe's backed out of that, and Rob has taken the place and up into 7th. Great move from these two drivers. That was much better. Less contact, much better. We got down to our penultimate lap now, as these two guys are now just behind this battle for 7th and 8th, as they're coming around the final 2 corners and to start their last lap. There's no other battles really on track now. Rob's already opened up the gap between him and Speedy by 1.3 seconds. Joe's taking them tyres 32 laps. That's unreal. Them tyres must be screaming at him. Carl into 9th. Carl is into 9th. Fucking hell, go on, Carl. I didn't even see that. 2 gold stars. I was so busy focusing on the battles, I didn't even see it. Joe's tyres must be screaming. How are they still on his car? He need to be a puncher territory soon. If he does, that's another place there for Carl. Here we go. So, for the final time, what can Johnny do? Stuff is retired. He's crashed on the first corner on turn 1. Johnny Stokes now coming back at Moylan. Moylan's going to force him wide. Can't do nothing yet. Gives him plenty of space though. And he goes tight into turn 4. Moylan's going to have the better drive for them. The slightly better Nick hard tyres. And he does keep that place. That's a great defensive move there from Moylan. Great attacking opportunity there from Johnny. And these two have been battling out all day. It's been fantastic to watch as they have gone past a stricken, looks like it was Speedy they've gone past there. Has Speedy got a puncher, I wonder? Because that was going very slow. No puncher. But Moylan will cross the line as the winner of this race. He's done fantastic. Johnny Stokes right up his jack. And there you go, into 2nd. 3rd place will be James Al. Joe's crossed the line there, so he has made it past. And Carl in 9th, brilliant from him. GDC in 10th. We're going to focus on our 3rd place, our final podium sitter of James Al. Had a shocking, disqualified from quali for actions last week. Had a quali ban. Had a terrible sprint race, and he brings it home into 3rd. So I'd be very happy with that, I believe. Scotty now in 4th place, done very well. Avi will cross the line in 5th as he comes around penultimate corner. The back markers will finish, so Speedy in 8th, 9th is Carl, 10th is GDC, Errors in 10th, Elstefano in 12th. Avi will come across the line in 5th, and then finally we have Chubb. Very well, good recovery from Chubb. Done very well in qualifying. Had the basically opposite of day of James Al. Had a good quali, a bad race. And then finally Robson racer crosses the line to finish the day in 7th place, which is great for him. Good point scoring from the Williams boy there. Much better than last season. And also Carl gets a little treaty again. James Al driver of the day. Yeah, I've got to agree with that. Poor sprint race, and he made up for it definitely in the feature. So done very, very well. Won't be as good as last week, and he only finished 9th, not 6th. Still, points are points. Points are points. Let's think all the lads are happy with Carl. Look, go on, Carl. Well done there to our 3 podium sitters, Moylan, Johnny Stokes, and to James Al. And here we go. So your final time. Here is the results of this weekend. Moylan is in 1st. Oh, actually, no, sorry. After the race, Moylan finishes in 1st. Johnny Stokes is in 2nd. James Al is in 3rd. In 4th place, we have Scotty. In 5th, we have Avi. 6th, we have Chubb. 7th, Robson Racer. 8th is Speedy. 9th is Mr. Carl. And 10th, scoring the last point, is GDC. In 11th, we have Erez. Elstefano in 12th. 13th, we have Dutch Face. 14th, with DNFers, we have Neles. Lulu in 15th. And Jack in 16th. Now, the points for this weekend, how it adds up. Moylan takes away the most points this weekend with 32. They have Johnny Stokes with 24. Scotty with 17. James Al with 15. Avi with 12. Chubb with 9. Jack with 8. Rob with 6. Lulu with 4. Speedy with 4. Dutch Face with 3. Carl with 2. And GGC with 1. No points for Erez, Elstefano or Neles. So there you go. So it just shows you there, look. So Jack obviously had a good sprint, or won the sprint race. Still got walked over some points, which is good for him. Same as Lulu as well. You know, good fourth. Got 4 points in the sprint, and DNF in the feature. So again, take some points. And yeah, it's good. And with Rob, nothing in the sprint, and 6 points in the race. They're very good. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. There's a lot of comments here that I can't really go through. There's so much. But I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe as well. Um, Nothing really to fight for, we've got 141 subscribers. I love you all very much. Happy with that one buzzing. Yeah, Robbie did some great overtakes there from Rob. It was really good there. I'll quickly read out who is the next, well, what is the next race, and we'll crack on from there. So next race in the calendar will be, and I have to keep an eye. It doesn't say feature race or anything like that. We have the Spanish Grand Prix. Next is the Spanish Grand Prix. So do tune in same time next week. It will not be here though. It will not be here. Do check with us in the chat and make sure that we have someone to cover that. I believe we should have someone to just step in there. But I will be away on holiday in the lovely Cornwall. So thank you everyone for watching. I want to promote first of all. Don't forget to tune in on DXD Rob Sim Racers channel for the TTFL Tier 1 race on Friday at 8 o'clock. And then follow swiftly on to the RPR Tier 2 race at 10 o'clock. So do tune in to RPR and Rob Sim Racer for that. Thank you everyone making comments. Thank you Alex. Thank you Mrs. Carl. Thank you Mr. and Mrs. Cons. Thank you James. Who else is there? Rob as well. Thank you very much. Thank you Moylands. Chubb. Not Chubb, sorry. Craig and Cairo and all you lovely people. I missed anyone out. Jack as well. Don't forget Jack. Don't think I missed anyone out. I'll double check, make sure. I don't want to miss any lovely people. But yeah, thank you very much for talking during that. Makes my job a lot easier. Thank you. I was only joking. I know you're there. Thank you very much, Lexi, for being in here as well. Thank you very much, Lexi, for joining us. It's been amazing. Mr. Carl was definitely happy with that, as he says there, points. So well done to him. Yeah, thank you very much. Me and Lexi are taking a well-deserved break, and I can't wait. We won't be racing in the Friday League either, so we are going away from Friday. Um, we will miss you all. We'll see you in a week's time. But from here in DXT Studios, thank you very much, and good night.